Have you ever walked into a room and felt invisible, while someone else lit up the place just by being there? What if you could become that person? The one others are drawn to, the one they trust instantly and never forget. In a world full of noise, becoming truly magnetic isn't about good looks or clever words. It's about mastering the small, powerful habits that build trust, connection, and influence. In this audiobook summary of How to Become a People Magnet by Marc Reklau, you'll discover how to transform your presence, your mindset, and your relationships without changing who you are. Get ready to unlock the science of likability, the psychology of influence, and the everyday actions that make people say, "There's just something about you." Let's begin your transformation. Chapter 1. The Foundation of Attraction. It all starts with you. Welcome to this journey of transformation, where becoming magnetic isn't about tricks or pretending, but about unlocking the powerful version of you that's been buried under layers of doubt, fear, and habits. Marc Reklau begins How to Become a People Magnet by stating a simple truth. If you want to attract amazing people into your life, you must first become someone worth attracting. That doesn't mean being perfect. It means being authentic, confident, kind, and emotionally intelligent, qualities that draw people in naturally. In this first chapter, we're going to explore the inner shifts that make all the difference. Stop trying to impress. Start being real. One of the most common mistakes people make is trying too hard to impress others, but Marc emphasizes something powerful. People are not drawn to perfection. They're drawn to honesty, warmth, and presence. Think of someone you feel naturally comfortable around. Chances are it's not because they're rich, good-looking, or famous. It's because they made you feel seen, heard, and valued. That's the energy you want to radiate. Start by embracing your story, your flaws, your struggles, your journey. Being real is magnetic. When you let go of the mask, others feel safe enough to do the same. The inner mirror, your relationship with yourself. Here's a deep truth. The way you treat yourself sets the standard for how others treat you. If you constantly criticize yourself, if you shrink your worth, or if you hide your voice, people will unconsciously reflect that energy back to you. Reklau challenges us to build self-respect first. That starts with speaking to yourself with kindness, setting healthy boundaries, investing in your growth, and owning your strengths without apology. People are naturally drawn to those who carry themselves with quiet confidence, not arrogance but assurance. When you know who you are and what you stand for, you don't need to chase anyone. The right people find you. Becoming emotionally attractive. Looks fade, status shifts. But emotional attractiveness is what makes people feel good in your presence, and that's unforgettable. Marc teaches that emotionally attractive people are good listeners, non-reactive under pressure, supportive without needing control, optimistic and grounded. These qualities aren't inborn, they're learned. For example, instead of reacting with anger when someone criticizes you, emotional intelligence helps you pause, breathe, and respond with curiosity instead of ego. One small shift like that, it changes the entire interaction. And people feel that maturity, they remember it. Smile, the simplest magnet. It may sound too simple to be true, but one of the strongest tools of a people magnet is a genuine smile. Reklau reminds us that a real smile reduces tension, builds trust quickly, makes you more approachable, and activates mirror neurons in others, lifting their mood too. It's not about forcing it. It's about inviting joy back into your life. When you smile with presence, not to impress but to express warmth, you immediately shift the room's energy. That's powerful. Chapter 2. The Power of Communication. Listen first, speak later. Welcome back. In Chapter 1, we discovered that becoming a people magnet starts with working on yourself, from self-respect to emotional energy. Now, we go one step further. If your inner world is your foundation, then communication is your bridge to others. Marc Reklau says it clearly. Most people listen to reply, but people magnets listen to understand. And that difference changes everything. The magic of being fully present. You've experienced it before. You're talking to someone and they're almost listening. But you can see it in their eyes. They're checking out, they're distracted, maybe even waiting to talk about themselves, and it doesn't feel good. Now flip that. Imagine someone looking at you not with judgment, but with curiosity, nodding, paying attention, giving you space, not rushing to speak. That presence feels like a gift. It's rare, and that's exactly why it's magnetic. So here's the key. Put your phone away, make eye contact, be here now. People won't always remember your words, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. Be the one who makes them feel heard. Chapter 3, The Confidence Code. How to attract without chasing confidence. That invisible quality you can't touch, but instantly feel. It's not arrogance, it's not loudness. True confidence is quiet strength. A calm energy that says, I know who I am and I don't need to prove it. Marc Reklau teaches us that becoming a people magnet doesn't start with impressing others. It starts with trusting yourself. We live in a world where we're taught to chase approval, likes, comments, praise. But here's the truth. You don't become magnetic by chasing. You become magnetic by owning who you are, and that journey begins with self-awareness. Take a moment to ask yourself, what do I like about myself? What values do I live by? What strengths do I bring into the world? Most people never stop to reflect on these things. They focus only on what they lack. But people magnets know their worth and they own it quietly. Conclusion: become the person everyone wants to be around. You've now walked through the powerful principles of becoming a people magnet. Someone others admire, trust, and are naturally drawn to. This isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about bringing out the best in who you already are. Marc Reklau reminds us that connection isn't a mystery, it's a skill. And like any skill, it can be learned, practiced, and mastered. But here's the truth. Becoming a people magnet isn't just about others. It's about you. It's about how you show up in the world, how you treat yourself, how you communicate, and most importantly, how you choose to live with intention and kindness every single day. You don't need to change your personality. You don't need to be the loudest person in the room. You just need to show people that you see them, hear them, and value them. When you practice these principles, something powerful happens. People begin to feel better around you. They open up. They trust you. And you create stronger, deeper, and more meaningful relationships. So go forward with confidence. Speak with warmth. Listen with heart. Lead with presence. And remember, the more you give connection, the more you'll receive it. You already have everything you need to become magnetic. Now it's time to live it. Have you ever walked into a room